Well, I don't know how well you're going to be able to hear or see this, but this is a continuation of my other video the other day. I'm going to plant a little okra today, and had to wait till it warmed up enough for the okra. So we're going to stick the little okras in the ground, going to put a little newspaper around it, and we're going to see how it survives. Because we got a hurricane rain the last couple of days, and we're just gonna let it do what it do. Y'all just gonna have to bear with me, because all this stuff I'm new to. Everything's new. I already got in trouble this morning. I already got fussed at by the boss lady. I did some trimming this morning. Let me move this thing over a little bit. Get a little closer so y'all might can hear me a little bit better. I didn't grow up in technology. I started college back before there was computers. Everything was done pencil and paper, actually ink pen. You wasn't allowed to write with a pencil. Had to have a blue or a black ink pen. Oh, these are my okra plants that I got from my local supplier at Smith's Hardware in Saraland, Alabama. And if y'all hadn't figured it out yet, that I am from Alabama. No, I'm not kin to Forrest Gump. Don't know Forrest Gump. Never met Forrest Gump. But everybody seems to like old Forrest Gump. But the reason they like Forrest Gump, because Forrest Gump ain't no fake. He's genuine. We're going to see how these videos play out. I'm not a professional, never claimed to be. I got a piece of advice from a fella a little bit smarter than me. He said, do things the way you like to do it. His name is Justin Peden on the Spirit Outdoors. If you ain't checked him out, y'all check him out. Pretty good fella. Makes good, clean videos. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Him, Mike Reed, and another fella, Uncle Sasquatch. Don't do this to get rich. Ain't even doing it to make no money. My wife said you ought to get out there and do a little something. Cause you always, down here we call it piddling. Always piddling around doing something. I said you might as well. Everybody else is doing the video, which I ain't one of them everybody elsers. But I think she figures it'll occupy my time. Because you know, once a man gets over about 30 years old, if you leave him to his own devices, he usually does something and gets in trouble. They're like children. If you don't keep an eye on them, they gonna get in trouble. Not intentionally. It's just what they do, especially little boys. Now you're gonna ask me, why, what's the newspaper for? I said, well, you take the newspaper and put it around your plant. It ain't gonna hurt it. It'll help keep some moisture in there. In addition to the moisture, worms like to eat newspaper. So it's gonna keep the ground loose, and it's gonna fertilize it, and it's gonna help hold the water. And I'm gonna come back with some newspapers here in a little bit, like I got right here. Newspaper and some the technical term is mulch, but it's wet leaves and pine straw that I have accumulated over some time. These are, I've already done the okra, working on my pepper plants right now. Definitely got kind of sideways yesterday. So I'm gonna take him. I straightened him up yesterday. So I'm gonna put him some little newspaper around him. Put the pine straw, something to keep a little propped up on. Probably shouldn't be down here on these old bad knees, but the wife ain't out here to supervise right now, so I can do pretty much what I want to do. When my supervisor comes back out here, we gotta adhere to the regulations. And you ask, what's the regulations? Well, if you watch Forrest Gump, then you know what the regulations are. And whatever the drill sergeant tells you to do. But she ain't bad. She ain't like no drill sergeant. Y'all don't get dizzy when I move you around. Well, might have to learn how to edit a video now.